What's up, y'all? This is your boy Phil of Dusk Enterprises. I bring you some Ace Attorney Trilogy. How y'all doing? Thanks, Jay, for putting points in. He's ready to see me suffer at every given turn. Alright, let's continue. Episode 3, Turnabout Big Top. Last time I went through... I went through episodes 1 and 2, The Lost Turnabout, and Reunion and Turnabout. Next is this one. We going in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician, the one, the only, Maximilian Galactica. Teach you a thing or two about black magic. Hello, Maddie. Nice to see you. December 26th, 8:12 p.m. Very big circus. Circus entrance. Oh, this song is so haunting.
Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician. No, a magician. Mr. Nick.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits?
I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? Have fun serving justice. Maximilian Pegasus, probably.
I'm sorry.
I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Korean Village, and it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it, and is returning to her normal self.
Ah, it's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train.
Pearls, you remembered the train!
Of course I did.
With that Magatama though? And the attorney badge?
But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train.
Well, Nick.
See you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year.
Have fun with the ads. Jeez. Don't worry about it. Really.
You were going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you will get to spend your New Year's with your special someone.
Oh my god, Pearls.
Pearly, look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick.
Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. December 28th, 9:12 a.m. Wright and Cola offices. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Ugh. Hello? It's Miss...
Nick, it's terrible!
Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too.
Huh?
The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up.
What are you talking about?
My dirty office. What are you talking about?
Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV.
The TV? Now let's check it in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. A bear ripped through this girl's bangs. That's some crazy work, bro. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus.
That's the circus we went to, right?
They're saying that there was a murder?
Yeah, they arrested him too.
Arrested who?
Max. They arrested Max Galactica.
Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max.
All right, Nick. I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center.
Huh? What?
See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later.
What? Bruh. Bruh. I forgot.
What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max?
You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand.
Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing.
The tall girl. She's got bangs that multifunction as chopsticks. Efficient. Goodness.
Fabulous. What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events.
What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitors.
It's Max, Nick. Look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica.
All right, sweetie, pick a card. Any card.
He called me sweetie. Nick.
Time is running out, sweetie. Pick a card. Any card.
This one.
I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. Ace of Hearts.
Ah, he got it! He got it, Nick! Look, he got it!
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
Max.
Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card.
I don't want to steal one of his hearts. Oh, and you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes, I'm your biggest fan.
Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling?
I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Hello, Primus. Welcome, welcome. It's your business card, 40 bucks an hour, goodness.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. absolutely cringe-inducing. They did not write that line in there. They did not write that line. Oh. Thanks for putting more points in the T-Rex Burger Challenge. Let's talk.
Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear.
What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately, you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, porcupine head. You get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not?
I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was a fab. I mean, it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world.
I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician.
You were signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. But magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made all of the old, rusty circus performances obsolete.
But I kind of like the circus performances.
Mine looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the at the Very Big Circus. Last night, the ringmaster was murdered.
The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room.
So then why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster.
Uh-huh.
What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, will you please ask him?
What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary.
Salary?
I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as much. You agree, don't you?
Yes.
That's all you talked about? Of course! It was a fabulous chat. Bro, what? This dude Just fabulous. I mean, ugh, now he's got me saying it. Celery.
What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape.
What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're...
Okay, okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder!
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I am the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. That means I'm rich, I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max, oh boy. Quit joking around, you've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max. He's crushed.
Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please, help me. I didn't kill nobody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit. But a killer? That's insane. I could never.
Max?
I swear, I just wanted to pay all my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Okay, okay. I'll take your case. Really? Really? Oh, thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks.
Max?
Yes?
What's your real name?
It's Billy Bob Johns. What? I forgot about this too. What's the matter, Maya?
He's really just a country bumpkin.
I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie.
Huh?
Mr. Attorney. Yes. A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? Well, how do you... He got it right again! What can I say? You two, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, didn't he?
All right, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick.
Jeez. Do you mind taking a look at this? I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place for this? He signed his own photo.
Nick, you mind giving that to me when the case is over?
Hit him up, Phil. What you mean? That's some crazy work. If he's a magician, though, yeah. Something of the sort. Billy Bob Johns. So, would you like to come up on stage with me sometime?
Really? Is that really okay?
I'll bring you up on stage as a volunteer from the audience.
Really?
I'll give you something before the show, and then on stage you'll sneak it to me. Wait a second, he's planting her in the audience to rig a magic trick. Alright, well, to the circus! Yo, that's wild, bro. I don't know about that. Oops, 28. Yeah. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene.
Let's find someone who might know something about what happened.
Sounds like a plan.
Look, it's Max.
Even when you don't want to see him. Oof. He's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be, Cirque du Galactica. Cirque de Galactica.
Oops, the stars in his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker.
Nah, it's alright. You don't want to be a JoJo character? Oh, wait, that's on the back. Sorry, my B. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus.
They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time.
So then why don't you buy one now?
Sounds like a plan. Oh no, it looks like I forgot my wallet.
If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already.
You know, I'd never do that to you, Nick. This door must lead to the lodging house.
No entry to unauthorized personnel.
Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick?
I'm not even going to justify that question with a response.
I bet all of the stars stay at that lodging house.
It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention
candy and popcorn. They even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones?
Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here.
Yay, wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup.
Hopefully she doesn't notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. Oh my god, bro.
The Very Big Top is so very enormous.
Yep, one look at that huge tent looming over you and you realize this is the circus.
I know. It really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it?
Wow, we got 2 places to go. The lodging house. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay.
Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky.
Ah, it's you two. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. It's Gumshoe.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, Detective.
Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see Lion Tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left.
Nick, he complained.
That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow?
Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma.
She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she?
What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal.
Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure Miss Von Karma really is interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home?
Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around?
Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay?
Nick?
The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he?
Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. Pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal.
It was rather cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over here, there. Right about where you were standing now.
Ah!
Surprised you, didn't I?
I'm not laughing.
Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim?
He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal.
Ooh,
It's pretty clear cut as far as the murders go. He was discovered quickly. But there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
there always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints.
Bro, what? Look at this picture of the crime scene.
What's this?
This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics expert took it back and are examining it now. Okay, I'm hearing some sus talk. What won't fit here? I have no clue.
And what is so mysterious about the footprints?
Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture.
The victim's footprints are on the scene.
That's right, pal. Problem is,
The killer's footprints aren't there.
Stop. Bingo. Where did the killer come from and where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying.
A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head.
There's no way. Flying is impossible.
That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible.
What's with the hollow laugh, pal?
I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him.
You know, I can't tell you anything about the evidence we have gathered. Stingy. Stingy? When you put it so bluntly, it kinda hurts my feelings, pal. You're going down this time, pal.
Oh, is that right?
She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal.
Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the...
Yep. Cracks of the whip. Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, bad attitude follows you everywhere.
He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad.
Just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal.
Huh?
He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademark. An incredibly well-made silk hat.
Well, it does have a very classy decorative elements.
Made to order hat that is symbol of Max's fabulousness found at the scene of the crime.
Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols.
Pretty mundane, aren't they?
Who cares if they are mundane? At least they are easy to understand.
Maybe. Must have hit a nerve.
That's what he said.
Who said?
The eyewitness.
Tell us about the eyewitness.
So about the eyewitness. You know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card.
Oh well.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason, just something I remember to tell you.
It must be because that's where the eyewitness is.
Let's check it out.
Don't you dare, pal.
Lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is.
The name tag on the door says Mo on it.
I guess he's not here.
Wow, it's a real mess in here.
My room's probably worse, though.
Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Clown equipment is so funny looking.
He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken.
Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice.
Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag. There's a CRTV. Yeah, there is. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You, Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny.
Wow, Mo is very studious.
The Joke's on You, huh?
Awesome, look at these shoes, they're great.
Forget the shoes, check out the great gag banana peel.
You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch?
Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. You had a bike like that in college, sadly? A unicycle? Yo, these dog shoes, though? Slippers? Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner.
What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew.
All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy.
Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible.
It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on.
I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office.
In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Oops. Really saggy, bruh. Those are overalls. Those are overalls, my guy. No, sir, these are overalls. What are you? Oh my god. Jay, you wildin', bro. What the hell is this? Look at the ceiling. Looks like someone punched a hole in it.
You're right. I wonder what happened.
I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here.
What the? There's a string of carrots here.
How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. Can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag.
Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here.
You can even tell that the ground has been disturbed.
Oof.
It's right in front of this window,
about 30 feet away.
I guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. Oh yeah, we gotta examine. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon.
Murder was sloppy, leaving all these prints all over.
No. No, we're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes.
What?
I also slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all got a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there were all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. This year I finally won an air conditioner.
What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too?
What do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? Can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as the adored prize at the annual police Christmas party.
They really pay you peanuts, don't they?
Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. Rip his salary. There's some evidence under the tarp over there.
Hey, watch it, pal. The killer's behind that tarp.
Ah!
Got ya. I was just kidding. uh... Safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long, so they should have been on at the time of the murder. Oops. So he's saying the murder took place in the light? How strange. How strange indeed. Well, we're moving. Santa. December 28th, Very Big Circus, Big Top. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience.
Wow, this is where they perform it, isn't it?
Oh, I'll perform, isn't it?
Nick, do some somersaults.
I'm not doing any somersaults.
Why not? You look like you'd be great at it.
Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults?
Oh, huh? Nick?
It's your best lion roaring impression? Oh, it's bad. I can't do that. Oh my god.
The tiger?
He's coming this way. Ah!
Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay, heal.
Oh boy. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet.
Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. Huh, wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you?
Who's Nick, by the way? It's just a nickname for Phoenix. That Maya says.
I guess, what do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo, your costume! It's cute, I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right?
I guess not.
Really? You're the best.
Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry.
I'm not saying the other pronunciation. I don't care if it's a Saskatchewan thing. That just doesn't sound right.
The renowned animal tamer of the Very Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium.
It's grammatically correct. I'll defer to Primus on that one. You're doing her a disservice. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not touching the waters of that conversation. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd.
Nice to meet ya.
Likewise.
Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
Oh, I see. Wait,
What did she just say?
so the ringmaster was your...
Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him.
This Saskatchewan you mentioned, is it like a place or something? Oh. No, I refuse.
Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here.
Why did you do that?
I was playing with Regent.
Regent. So she's with that beast.
That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad.
That's incredible that you are an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Ever since,
Leon died. It's Leon. Yep, Leon, because of the E. Can't say Leon.
Regent has been my best friend.
Leon.
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices.
Leon? He died? Yes, actually, he was killed. My dad killed him.
What?
Why did he do that? I'm not so sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes.
This silk hat is Max's.
That's right.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh? Really? Yep, he took my sketch to the hat shop. They made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There is only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool?
There's only one of these ever made. Okay. What about this? What can you tell me?
I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too. I understand exactly what you mean.
I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this.
Ah, a ladder.
It's just a step ladder.
What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter.
Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one.
Look, that's where Max comes out during the show.
I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect.
We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too.
Thanks, Sir Jack, for contributing more points. I appreciate it. Hope you're having fun at RPG Limit Break.
I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out the lion's mouth.
Yo, that's some crazy. The contextual fanfic implications are strong in this game. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Oops.
Whoa, those lights are huge. I love light. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course, I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina?
I read it wrong, sorry.
Nick. He's no hero, is he?
Ouch, thanks a lot, Maya. Uh-oh.
Hey, it's a rope.
Probably for tightrope walking.
That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it.
Shameful, sad to see. Bruh, they talking about heroes and whatever. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you, what exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for?
A bloody chainsaw, for instance.
Well, there's definitely not one of those here.
Lawyer. No. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Move. Okay, there's nothing there. Things like this, I could never stray this because I just make fun of everything and not even read. Fair. Oh yeah, I gotta present. Hold on. Boop. Move back.
Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't ya? Don't ya? You sure do.
No objections here. Oh shit. That's wild.
After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
Ringmaster's room. Probably a good idea to check it for myself. That's a wild question.
This was the ringmaster's room?
Yes, this room belonged to the victim, which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night.
Now that you mention it, that is what he said.
I wonder what... There's an interesting poster.
Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it, Nick, I want it.
I want to get out of here.
There's a lot of posters here, don't you think?
There are indeed.
So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they?
Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here.
But you didn't even notice that I took one.
She already swiped one. You're incorrigible. What? That's a new word for me. Incorrigible. You know that? Blazing with Max's 3 famous symbols. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters the way to go, aren't they?
What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Perhaps hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. Sorry.
With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Yo, what up, Matt? Welcome. Thanks for putting in points.
You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat.
And they call this the face of someone who already knew that.
What?
A scrap of white paper sticking out of the coat pocket.
Huh? Where?
Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats.
You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. This is where the ringmaster applies his makeup.
It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example.
This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara.
This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime.
The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skin.
What? The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. What? Did they really say that? What? Is that a thing in this? Is it outdated script? I don't know. Goodness, man. Big desk.
This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap.
There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster.
He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father.
It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top.
Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes!
What is it?
I didn't know that a magician, this salary is incredible.
She looks like she's about to ready to pass out from shock.
How much is that? How much is that? That much? Incredible, huh?
You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. Dog's probably making more than anybody in this chat. And has more than enough chicken nugget supply. Oh my lord. The ringmaster signed and dated it.
What's the matter, Nick?
Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. Take it out the chat. Well, let's just say Max's salary is quite up there.
Jeez. Ew, there's mud caked on the table.
Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes on the table.
Nick, don't even think about it.
I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Uncouth.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won.
Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association, mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never imagine.
Bark, 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 bark. What you know about the salary? Nothing.
Max isn't here.
He must be in questioning.
Oh, I wanted to see a magic trick.
He should be back in a little bit.
I guess so.
So I won't be able to see as much, but I got you in my pocket. Well, I appreciate it, man. You don't still gotta feel obligated to, you know, just chill. No problem. Behold! Okay, well, Timo's room, I guess. Wait, is there other things I gotta do? Hold on. Oops.
Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall.
It's like a guided tour of the circus's history.
This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty.
What if we had a client who was found guilty?
Well, we'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you got me thinking about losing cases. Why do you do that? All of these frames look the same.
They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the Ringmaster made donations to charity. For the Robot Clown Research Center?
You're kidding, right?
What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Advanced tomfoolery. Okay, the color looks kind of off. Alright, whatever. Okay, he has that. 3 symbols, right? He has the hat, the cape, and I guess the white roses? Go back in here. Is there anything to examine? Big top. Circus entrance. Wright Cola offices. Alright, we got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down.
Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? Looking at this really makes you think.
Like what?
No matter how great a medium I become, there is no way I could make this kind of money.
So it's money you're after?
You only live once, right? Well, then you might as well live it fabulously.
Okay, Maya. That's wild. Certainly a strange bunch of characters.
You don't say.
Well, not stranger than you, I suppose.
That was cold.
I'm sorry, I was just messing around. Hmm. Nothing.
And they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these entire one, blah blah blah.
Talk about Russ. Yeah. That's fine. You don't know?
Nope.
He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father.
It's okay, Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal?
Of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what?
What's on your mind?
Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you.
Ah,
Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout.
don't worry about me.
Regina told me that someone professed their love to her.
Profess their love?
Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica.
I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways.
And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trillo.
Trillo.
Apparently, he is a tenor who sings in the circus.
Haven't met him yet.
Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus.
He must have some sort of strange power over them.
You're not kidding. 2 people in one day. Even I want to profess my love for her.
Me too, she's so cute. Yo, Wylin Phoenix. Alright. Do we need anything else? Trillo.
Hey Nick, look over there.
What?
There's someone over there. Excuse me.
Hello?
Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me.
What? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe.
An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright.
I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I just happened to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman?
Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben.
Ah, yes. That's your alias, right?
I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben. Yes, you mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really, I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out.
Nick, cheer him up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max?
Social anxiety with a speech impediment, he's fine.
Maximilian Galactica.
Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Oh, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped the gasket.
Ben, so you're a ventriloquist?
I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that.
Can't help it, he's making me nervous.
Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Well, right now, my... why? He's contagious.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
I
guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
Mo's room.
Hello, Kablamo! Congratulations, you're a big wiener. The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me.
Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there?
I welched on giving you more than one? No, if it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my brother.
Oh my god. I'm not laughing at him, but oh my god, why did they have Lansing in there? Why are you roasting Michigan like that? Why are you roasting? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Enjoy the ads. F. Jesus. That is some wild shit, bro. God. Oh my god. Ah! I guess I should just say it as aha, aha, like a Squidward laugh. Is this Art the Clown? No clue. Maya? Aha, 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 aha. Whatever. This is like some Gaussian nightmare.
Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! Ah! Ha, 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 ha. I'm going home.
No, Nick, you can't.
You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to.
Okay, I get it. You have to admit, he is kind of funny.
Ugh. Now I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. Ah ha 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 ha. What up, Mo?
Can you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus?
It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time?
And the hits just keep on coming. Ugh.
The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow.
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition.
But I love the circus.
I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in clowns on us.
Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh.
The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man?
Mo.
Wiggity, 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 what? Oh, no. No. What is it, Rocket? Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity.
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Of the crime.
Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime.
The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act could get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth?
That make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician! The one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. Day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything.
I bet he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you can get old stiff lips here to make with the fun.
Stiff lips? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it.
What's the matter?
Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time.
At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Eesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but he did try. So I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry, he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
Bruh.
That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out my bed. That's what I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he is letting on. Yo, what do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing the lambada. I think that's enough advice for me.
Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded.
What you know about the salary, though? Russell! Could anyone do this to you?
Mo's taking this really hard.
If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die, too. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clunked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment?
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Ah! Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary.
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. I think that one went over my head. Alright, we talked about Russell.
That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute.
Lorena?
Lorena's my daughter. She lives with her mother now.
It's true what they say about the tears of a clown.
Ah, Ben. How's he doing?
He's a ventriloquist, isn't he?
That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding.
Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder.
That's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trillo.
Trillo? I think it's Trillo. Wait, does he actually? What do you mean?
If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him.
Really? Master and puppet. Real name, Lawrence Curls, the ringmaster's old friend, a pleasant stooge of a clown. Mo is 46.
What's the matter?
Whenever I see my own nose, I'm reminded of my Italian heritage.
Ah, I see. Must be because you have one of those Roman noses, Roman all over your face. I didn't cross the line there, did I?
You went so far past it, you'll need a map to get back. Damn, roasted. Damn. How am I supposed to know about people who aren't in the circus? Examine. Well, you got quite the collection of pajamas. They really scream out to you.
You think they're loud, huh? I kind of thought they were refined. You know, a bit too adult for me to use on stage. That's why I use them as pajamas.
Wait a second, he sleeps in clown costumes?
Take a look at my desk. Aren't I the most studious clown you've ever seen? Every free moment I have, I spend it studying or reading.
Classic pull my finger or clown card maintenance and repair. Not to mention the bestseller, Jean-Luc de Laduc Guides to Obnoxious French Perot. I can't speak French, I'm sorry. Jean-Luc.
They all seem to cover rather basic topics though.
Maybe he's just trying to cover all of his bases.
Exactly. I want to be a Renaissance clown.
Too bad he didn't buy How to Be a Funny Clown. Go to Amazon, like the pupper slippers.
These clowns really take our work seriously. I try to hold my craft day and night with the latest technology in gesture technology.
Oh, sorry.
Unicycles, trampolines, balancing balls, accordions.
It looks like you've got quite a bit of wear and tear on that equipment.
Well, the theme of my act as a clown is... How many ways can a fat, funny guy fall down? I don't care what I break or how I break it, as long as it ends with me on my bum. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
What's this, a banana peel?
Damn! Oh my, what a wonderful fall, girlie! You should remember that when you see a banana peel get ready to fall down. That is one of the basic tenets of clownsmanship.
Ow, 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 ow.
Every night I fall down 100 times to practice the proper banana peel breakthrough. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow, he really is a pro, huh, Nick? His falls are totally different than my slip.
This guy is super sad. Classic clowns. Feel bad, man.
I look awfully snazzy in these costumes.
Did you just use the word snazzy in a sentence?
I sure did. These are haute couture from the best international clown designers. At least, that's what they said on the TV shopping channel I use. I like having a big collection so I can match my costume to my mood and my carrot. You know, I only own one t-shirt. The rest are all clown costumes.
We're just starting episode 3, so it's like the beginning investigation day. Snazzy dresser, more like spazzy dresser if you ask me.
There's a hole in the ceiling. Why is there a hole in the ceiling?
Well, I was riding a pogo stick and I guess I just overdid it a little.
Overdid it a little?
What can I say? Sometimes things get a bit crazy in one's college days.
Huh?
You got that Hey Arnold bedroom.
Carrots are one of my trademark marks.
Yep, I saw you use them. You must believe in a carrot and no stick approach. You put the carrot out in the front and for motivation, and I guess the trick is gauging what flavor you want each day.
Exactly. You were really paying attention, weren't you? You know, I eat about 5 of those carrots every single day.
You eat 5 prop carrots?
If you eat that many, you've got to change up the taste every now and again.
I didn't understand any of that, nor do I ever want to. Pull the string.
Move.
Ew, this place is gross.
It's supposed to be the last night. Because of last night, oops. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder.
That reminds me. What was it that Mo said?
He said that yesterday morning, Max clonked Ben over the head here.
He also said that there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting?
Don't ask.
It's
this? Must be a juice bottle or something?
Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor.
A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. You think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Broken bottle. There are dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic last night to clean up.
You know, I can't stand the mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them.
Why do we have to clean up?
1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because our one bears repeating.
But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence.
Aw, you know I really hate dirty cafeterias.
Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, huh?
Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die.
Well, that would definitely make them clean up. Oops. The kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty posted here.
I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you?
Looks like they've left it exactly as it was the night of the murder.
They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside.
Once we're finished with the case.
All right, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Whoa!
Where's the mute button when you need it? A bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here.
Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read.
Juicy?
You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer.
Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all too seriously. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand.
Look here. Max is written on it. It must be his VIP table.
Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Interesting.
Well, he could still eat hamburgers, right?
Okay, well. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Sorry. Ugh, did he just call me a sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous.
We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
You must mean from the dinosaurs? How are those Jurassic... I can't even fucking say that word. Geriatrics? There we go.
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes. Sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. Alright, we talk about me. I ain't talking about you, Primus. That's wild. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She's truly my sweetie pie princess. Okay, first of all, you're 21, and she's 16, dog. I don't know about that. Wow. That's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh. That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this Joker. Let me review it. 21. Oh, dog. Ah, that's questionable, bro. That's questionable. I don't know about that. Miss something. I'm kind of glad because that's what I heard was not okay. You heard this dude proposes love for Regina. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. Once I was done with practice, I went to his room right after we'd finished. Yeah, sure, apparently. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house? Yeah, I heard about that. Ugh, he needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? I take back everything I said. What? I'm confused, Jay. What? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's all right. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. Sorry, I fell asleep. Who let murdering Maya out of prison? She didn't murder no one. Back to sleep. Okay, have fun, Keto. And then I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Really now? Behold! I think we should be ready for this one. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6th-month contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Oh, whoops. Jeebus, what's the matter? Sweetie, you must have some wax buildup in your ears. You haven't listened to me at all. Huh? You're still not listening, are you? I said that I hate lies. It seems this evidence isn't enough to make him confess. You want to try again? Does it bother me at all? Any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? I don't think I have the right amount of evidence. Alright, hold on. Circus entrance. I don't think it's here. Alright, well, it looks like it's time to talk to him, so I'm gonna have to just guess. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Ah, okay, I understand. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. At night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there's some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room last night? That bottle. Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. Wasn't that count as assault and battery? Alright, well. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? What are you talking about? The same Ben? Are you talking about the same Ben? There we go. Told her that he was in love with her. Are you sure this Ben is... Are you sure this is Ben we are talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet, the ventriloquist's puppet. His name is Trilloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. That puppet started flapping off at the ball, so I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie. You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, aren't you?
Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I had Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets?
No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max.
You know, I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. December 28th, Very Big Circus entrance.
Huh? Ben's not here anymore.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him something.
It's cold out. He's probably in the tent.
What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we were making progress.
But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved.
Of course.
And now Regina isn't here.
I'm not seeing how that's related.
It looks the same as always. Great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer?
I'm just kidding. You already know I got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of those posters?
Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said he hid Trillo somewhere in this room.
Trillo. Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. Are you in here?
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed. Just look at all the awards this circus has won.
Like,
blah blah.
Wow, the ringmaster was multi-talented, blah blah.
There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
That's Trillo. That's Ben's puppet.
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later.
Why do I have to carry this thing?
Oh, whoops. Hold up. We gotta go to the cafeteria, I think. Cafeteria.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Hello.
Hello to you, too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick?
I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case.
Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Triloquist returned to Ben. All right, Maya, let's get going.
That time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the...
Hey, wait!
Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyway? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben, is that you, Ben?
No, I would never.
It was me, yeah, me down here.
You're Trillo?
That is Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an
Oh, my lord. Ugh. We're interning. Trillo, we talked about insulting people, you promised.
He was mocking me, not being mean to the bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Nick, what just happened? Trillo is still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist is puppet.
Hey, who do you think you were calling me a puppet?
Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Triloquist, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trello, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have the nerve pills or something to take right now?
These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick?
Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner?
You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage, masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna.
Your Madonna?
Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him. He just does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her.
Mary?
The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that?
Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up. I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
If you're that interested, I'll let you in on the facts.
You're going to marry Regina?
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well,
I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
Whoa, God. I know you think that, but what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs.
Me, whatever he says, I want you to... What? Whoa, what? That's some crazy... No, I ain't reading that shit. Get this out of my face, brother.
The rest is private.
Well, the melody's pretty good. But this lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trillo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Yay, butt-face. Must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilla?
Enough jibba-jabba, let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Ah. "28 buried cell circus." What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? What a pair, those two. What did that puppet... Oh. Oh no, now what? Ah! Yeah! Ah! Oh my god. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it! What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina? You, that monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monk? Money? The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. You and I have money problems. Huh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Haha, that's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet.
You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know.
Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with.
What?
He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming.
Oh, I see.
Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that spooky clown.
You mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me.
Trillo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart. He's such a wonderful singer. I love him.
But what about Ben?
What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus.
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet.
What?
He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo?
Wait. You do realize that Trillo is a puppet?
I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy.
That's Mo. He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. He was good friends with the ringmaster? My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. That clown is one lovable stooge, don't you think so, Nick?
No comment. Alright.
Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already.
Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely, headed back to the precinct. Right, 28th, lodging house, first floor, Moe's room.
Oh my, but isn't it Mr. Wright all the time?
Ugh.
It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you want to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair?
You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Oh man, this guy. So, about Regina.
Regina's such a pure, innocent child. She's such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know, but that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist's puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications.
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly. Bravo, bravo.
Enough joking around, though.
Buddy isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him or now or wait later? We're going with Mo. Acro's room. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro, he's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today. Yeah, that's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Money the monkey. A money who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? He's got a barbell. Look around, everything he's got is for upper bodies training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. Holy cow, there's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Oops. Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge, it's right here. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. Guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still got a magician on our side. That's good. Maybe because we might need some magic tomorrow. Dun. Yep, I'm gonna save my game. Okay, I am going to BRB. Yeah, get up and stretch and walk around a little bit. Make sure y'all do the same. All right, welcome back to y'all, and I'm back as well. Oh Jesus, we got 90K on the Wendy's Burger Challenge. God, 25% already. God damn. Okay. Thank you, thank you. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Make the end goal 150K. That's crazy, bro. Good morning, Max.
Max? Milk.
What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties.
What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Oh. Huh? I almost said, do you not? Yeah. You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No, 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 no. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I could see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really, no one needs to fly today.
Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. December 29th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. And now the case of What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
Sorry, trying to get more water in my system.
It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. Guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. But it isn't like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you never...
Nope, I'm sorry.
As I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
I see.
He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim.
Court accepts this into evidence. 10:15 p.m. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground till the next day.
The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime?
All the circus performers were gathering big top right. Okay. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, you happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. And the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
Seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m.
Okay, not a problem, pal. Got a witness that told us how the whole thing had. Oh, ow.
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
A wooden box?
That's right. The victim must have been carrying the whole wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box, huh?
Well, it was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say? Hunched over this 20-pound box, it boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right?
Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron.
Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron?
I figured they just did it to make the box. Wow!
I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick to what little you actually know.
Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy.
Much better. You may continue on, detective. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox.
Oh my god.
So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper.
Pepper? Wait, pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
Pepper?
So there one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Victim found inside the wooden box. Victim was hunched over. It contains pepper.
Cause of death was blunt force trauma, snap bravery in the neck.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that if it is something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details, the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Yeah, I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That role must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song.
Oh, Lord.
The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocent, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy seeing everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about the... Ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, Clark. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one headed there that way. How could that pug not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest.
Silk hat, cloak, and white roses. So, silk hat, the white roses, and the cloak. Okay.
How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
If that's enough, I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Well, why's that?
Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would have been no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Fun Karma. Your prosecutorial. Yep, there we go. Skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay, I guess she's the boss again today.
The clown? You're talking about Mo.
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. He's just a little bit of exercise, his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
And what happened? Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. I'm a good thunker. I will remember that phrase. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions.
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? That's a bit strange, you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance of the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well.
Ugh! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony.
Trilla wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over by the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you'd just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? What are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix, Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Well, I have the ring, so you're probably waiting for Regina, right? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
Wah!
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else.
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Pain! Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge! I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain!
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Okay.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
You talk about this thing? You are going to propose? You, a puppet?
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Bruh.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was that sigh at the end?
Bruh. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it, that's the truth.
What was it exactly that you plan on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What is it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut up someone for a long time.
Pain equals bad.
Push on anyways. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever... Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I like to stick to facts, not sociology. Wow, crazy.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on.
I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really?
So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic.
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? So you are still thinking about trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up that easily.
I wonder how much you received for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Oh, yeah.
Trillo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me it now. You recognize this ring?
That's mine. Give it back, thief, thief.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah!
What is going on here?
That's... Ben, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you say?
Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with that. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that monkey, snatching monkey money.
Chase after that ring, snatching monkey money. There. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed improve one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben's doesn't exercise. Ben's testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance of the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the Monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I've told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story not changing.
You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I was waiting for that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see, I'd suppose
5 minutes, I think.
so the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know if that's a bot, so I'm very confused. Quite forward. Feel free to add me on Discord. That is crazy. Questionable, but okay. Anyways. Impress. Sounds a little fishy to me. I know. So we were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course.
You're crying with a love if you're not a bot. That's crazy. With that many eyes, do you
Really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Nice. That judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo.
That does change. Blah, 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 blah.
Let's see. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know about around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yow! I'm not good at
It was 10:10 p.m.
Yes, that sounds about right.
It sounds about right because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You said good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Nothing especially. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said?
I told you already. Geez, I am 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in its testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? Gotta have something that would prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. Let me see here. The hat, the white roses, and the cloak. So, the hat was there, and the white roses was there. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work, he would— Ow!
Pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better.
Ow! 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 That hurts!
That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness.
That is some crazy work. It's a good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. He said silk hat, cloak, and what? Cloak and white roses. Wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. I don't know if that's the correct one. Didn't acknowledge my presence. Oops. Damn. This one's a little tricky. It's a good evening to him when he didn't even acknowledge my presence. You saw him at the scene? This one doesn't really spell it out. absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. Actually, hold on. After waiting there for about 5 minutes. Maximilian, I saw Maximilian Galacta at the scene. This just doesn't. There's no logic flow that I can follow. Maximilian at the scene. Nope. Oh boy. Yeah. Oof, I am running out of... Yeah, hold on. Mostly sure it was, it's a good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So next one, like that scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. I'll press it again. Give me 1 sec. The hole, huh? Unforced trauma to the back of the head. Wait, let me check this real quick. Spirit Master's room. Waiting at the entrance. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. See if I can come around to that. Maximilian Galactica scene. Go max to the pleasant. Good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Didn't even acknowledge my presence. Worth a try. Goodness. Trying to piece it together. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Didn't even acknowledge my presence. Oh boy. I think we've hit our first roadblock because I actually don't understand what is the thing here. I've been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Sure it was him. I saw Maximum Galactica at the scene. I don't think it's actually this one. There we go. Maybe I was overthinking it a little too hard. Hold on, let me load so I don't have to deal with the penalties. Presence. What is the logic of why we have to present this here? Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of... okay, so... Okay. A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Lewd. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
Yeah, I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. That the person that witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. Ah, what in the world? You. Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening, then? Yes, saw Russell Berry. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor. It is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of that plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. You've got to remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ow.
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one.
that is very unfortunate.
Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Whoo, we got through that one. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday. Remember, I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like. But
the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous. That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Oh boy. Oh wait, we're back in the room? Man. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I recall my next witness. A pitiful clown
With the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing.
Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
And oh my god, West Clowndelphia. Oh my god.
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this one? Have you met my protocologist, Dr. Seymour Bletz? How was that one? But a couple clowns were up to no good, started making trouble.
Your name?
Lawrence Girls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this...
Without the humor, please.
Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even try to come up with the jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness?
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe. Now that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked Ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. And this eyewitness account is to be believed. I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in this testimony.
I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Does that mean I'm getting penalized? Oh no. Alright, gotta tread softly here. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw last night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All right, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw? You say you saw the Ringmaster get clonked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor, poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh my god, that's half. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Do you have any clear... of course I do. Of course I have grounds to make this claim. Then let's hear it. That's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you say? Mr. Wright? I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge. Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot. Yeah, you're right. Mr. Wright, before we resume testimony, you know that you must be penalized. Oh my god! Yikes, that's harsh. Let's pinpoint what's changed. You can do it, Nick. Oh my lord. Holy crap. Half? Half. Jesus. Say the practice wrapped around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way, make a joke. Let's not. Let's not make it 8 p.m. Alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. Objection. Hi, Lady Sif. Hello. Just happened to glance outside the window. Say that. You could also say I peeked. Stare, glimpse, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. What you up to, Lady Sif? Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? That's not something you should forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it'd be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. Huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. No, how'd you know that? I was gonna make a joke. I guess the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit. What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... Okay, we got... Okay, we got all of this down. This one's done. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed, then he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a crack clown unit, what? Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the Seed Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from the jog? From your jog?
Well, pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much?
Well, I looked on my window that night. The ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
On von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor.
You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly.
The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth, and if I ever catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it.
Damn.
It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there.
Silk hat, black cloak. Oh.
His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
It does seem that as the defendant was at the scene of the crime, it took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Don't you think you're going, you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your fellow performer's life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain that was Max?
I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that.
Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Trilla said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have just been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them?
I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max.
You sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
You're sure that is what you saw that night?
Exactly what I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
That's not all I saw.
You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like?
I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out my right eye.
Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. It must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was.
So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding?
That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. It was a blunt object.
At least it says it in the autopsy report.
Yo, whoa, wildin', boys. Thanks for the points. With Trilla's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer.
Yeah.
Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough.
What?
I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Sure that is what you saw that night? No doubting it, especially since it saws up these symbols. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols.
Yay, everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Oh, jeez. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order! Order! Ugh. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. Got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilla's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
Order.
How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what I am supposed to think. One is supposed to disregard that pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica.
Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Whatever, girl. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there was no contradiction in his next statement, I am preparing to issue a ruling. Wait. Nick.
This is your last chance.
Oh my god. We're on the ropes. Oh.
There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Oh boy, bro. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Kroll's statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
Got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful.
I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. No white roses that night, huh? Nah, we caught you. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat we was wearing that night.
No question in your mind.
Exactly how one would mistake a thing like that.
I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Unless you always ask these questions, it was found at the crime scene. Crime scene? That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true.
Order! 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court!
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do?
Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right?
You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean...
Oh my god. Jesus. Younger than you? Jeez. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo?
What do you want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What?
He went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. The witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expect you'd say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Bro, you're kidding, right? All right, well, this is what I would offer. How about this? All right, well, I'll take the penalty. I don't really care. This isn't your idea of a joke, is it, Mr. Wright?
Not very amusing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
You're not going to get paid for that one.
Doesn't look like it worked. What happened? It's like it turned into Mo or something. But I don't understand what you're getting at. Alright, let's do this. Well, look, crime photo. There we go. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Aye, aye, aye.
Oh boy.
You caught him. Caught him lying.
Jeez. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of his witness testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
Oh my...
He were lying, brother?
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
The testimony you've provided up until now has been false?
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Fun Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
What? I knew it. That lying motherfucking piece of shit. I knew it. I knew it.
Order! Order! I will have order! Francisca Fun Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth in this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up till now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw. He.
More like witless testimony. Ha 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 ha. Jeez.
This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Lying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? This is all a dream, right? Oh, my word. Whatever, he's telling the truth, right? What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think.
Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Bruh. Ugh. A flying criminal. Who would have thought? December 29, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly wherever I please, it's not that easy. Or whatever, sorry.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple, I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break the Magician's Creed and never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued. Aw, snap. Save. Alright. I'm actually gonna stop here for today. This case is dragging on for too long, I would say. Investigation was like, I want to say like 2 hours worth. Thanks for the check-in, Gentrum. Hello, hello. Excuse me. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I appreciate it, Jay. Thanks for stopping by. We had Jay, we had Gentrum, Lady Sif, Coolix, Keto, Primus, Matt, Sir Jack, Maddie, probably doing stuff at RPG Limit Break, as well as all other lurkers. This case was I can't wait for the next part of it. Oh boy. I'm gonna find somebody to raid real quick. Then I'll have plenty of time to make tahini in a little bit. Ugh, that song is gonna be stuck in my head forever. Unfortunate. Alright. I got a raid target, so let's go ahead and raid Mr. Green K4, who is playing Yakuza Infinite Wealth. Again, thank you for the viewers that were here, as well as thank you for the lurkers as well. I know that there was that random bot that joined into the channel. It was kind of weird, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of your day. I am going to get myself into the kitchen and start cooking. Catch you later. Bye-bye.